My dear students, my greetings to you all. It's my pleasure to meet you all again. I hope all are fine. Students, in the previous class, we have studied about 4 passages in the first unit, personality development. Reading A, attitude is altitude. We have studied about the first 4 passages from the lesson. Students, today I am going to explain you about the reading comprehension. Students, some of you have some doubts. What is reading comprehension? How can you write answers for the given reading comprehension questions in the examinations? Students, I will clarify your doubts. How can you write answers for the reading comprehension questions? I will explain what is reading comprehension. Students, all of you look at the blackboard. First, reading. Reading is a fundamental part of our everyday life. So every day we are reading so many books, we are reading so many contents, we are reading papers, etc. And what is comprehension? Comprehension means you are able to comprehend or understand the given content or the given passage or the given material. We can the ability to understand or comprehend the given content or given passage. If you are understand very well, that is known as comprehension. So let us know about reading comprehension. So student, regarding reading comprehension, by reading the passage, if you can extract the meaning of the words, if you can familiarize the author's message, if you are able to understand the given content in the certain passage, so then you will write easily the given questions for reading comprehension passage. So students, in the reading comprehension divided into 2 parts. One is text comprehension, second one is vocabulary knowledge. Students, first we can look about text comprehension. Text comprehension. What is text comprehension? So again, the text comprehension simply divided into 3 parts. In this text comprehension, first tales. Tales means small stories. Next, message oriented. And third one is stories. Students, according to our lesson, the main theme is message oriented. In the A reading, attitude is altitude. Nick Vujicic story is message oriented story. So what is message oriented story, and how can we write the answers for the given passage by knowing the text comprehension? First students, read thoroughly the given passage twice or thrice. And read the given passage into simple sentences. It means you can break up reading into smallest sections. Read, suppose if the passage has the 4 lines, read the lines one by one, and you have to understand the meaning of each line. Next, you get involved with the passage and understand the given passage. Next, what is the methodology in the passage? Methodology means what is the structural approach, what is the communicative language in the given passage, you have to understand by reading the passage. Next, in the passage, there are so many vocabulary words are there. There is a formal vocabulary. You have to understand the formal vocabulary words in the text comprehension. Students, in the text comprehension, first you are able to know the characters in the given passage. You are able to know the characters in the passage. So first you read the passage. What characters involved in the passage? Suppose if the passage, the lines are, once upon a time there lived a king. His name was Sri Krishna Deva Raya. Example. Once upon a time there lived a king. His name was Sri Krishna Deva Raya. Who is the king referred to here? Then you can able to write the answers. Here the king referred here was Sri Krishna Deva Raya. So by reading the questions, first you concentrate what characters involved in the passage. Next, second one, concentrate on WH questions. WH questions means who, what, whom, where, when, how. So you concentrate on WH questions. You know the meanings of the WH questions and you are able to write answers relevantly by knowing these WH questions properly. Suppose where Nick was born. Suppose in the passage where Nick, if the question is asked for your examinations, where Nick was born. Nick was born in Melbourne, Australia. You can easily write answer. Nick was born in Melbourne, Australia. First concentrate on characters. Second, concentrate on WH questions. Then you can easily write answers for the given passage. Next, meaning between the lines. First read the passage. What is the meaning between the lines? Some passages you can imagine. You can guess the meaning of the lines sometimes, students. Next, twist. Some passages may has the twist. At the end may has the twist. You have to understand the twist also. And by reading thoroughly in the text comprehension, you can easily understand about the reading comprehension. And student, next, vocabulary knowledge. What is vocabulary knowledge? What is vocabulary? What is vocabulary knowledge? So vocabulary means so students, you are able to develop English vocabulary. You are acquainted with the formal vocabulary in the given passages. Vocabulary is divided into some parts. First one, words and root words. Second one, idioms. Third one, phrasal verbs. Fourth one, phrasal prepositions. Fifth one, words often confused. Sixth one, specific use of words. So student, how can you improve your vocabulary? So if you want to develop your English vocabulary, participate in online vocabulary quiz programs. Second one, use prepared flashcards and write the vocabulary words on the flashcard and playing games with the flashcards in all the classroom. Among you, you are all prepared flashcards, write vocabulary words on the flashcards. You are able to participate, involve in the flashcard games to develop English vocabulary. Next, participate in Antyakshari games. Regarding vocabulary, you have to participate group-wise Antyakshari programs. With the end of the English word, you are able to say the new word by playing Antyakshari games. Next, trying games with the use of English words. Suppose Nick, first word Nick. With the use of K, you are able to write knowledge. With the end of this word, you can write eager. With the end of the R, you can write red. So you can write the names one by one, and you can play the game, train game. Then students, you are able to develop your English vocabulary very easily with the playing method. This is the playing method to develop the English vocabulary. And the last one is, if you have across any unfamiliar words in the passage, you are able to see the English dictionary. By using the English dictionary, you can able to know the meanings, pronunciation of the words by seeing the English dictionaries. If you have any unfamiliar words across in your passage or across in your lesson, you are able to see the English dictionary, then very easily you can know the meanings of the English words, unfamiliar words, difficulty words very easily. So students, you are habituated to see or to look into the English dictionaries. Next, students, what is phrasal verbs? First words, idioms, phrasal verbs. What is phrasal verbs? Phrasal verbs means a group of words that functions the verb combined with the preposition. The verb combined. So students, what is phrasal verbs? Phrasal verb means the verb, the group of words functions the verb combined with preposition or adverb or both, and to form a new word is a phrasal verb. Verb combined with the preposition or adverb or both will known as phrasal verb. Suppose student, all of you, phrasal verb, suppose verb, preposition. All of you, suppose look at the blackboard. Look, preposition at, form, look at. Write down, students, all of you write down the given content. All of you write down the notes. So write down. So like this, these are the phrasal verbs. This is the verb when a preposition add to the verb form and look at. Write is a verb form and down is a preposition. If the preposition add to the word verb form, write down. These are phrasal verbs. There may be the meaning is different from the verb and the phrasal verb. There may be changed the meaning totally different. So this is about phrasal verb. By reading the passage, if any phrasal verbs are there, students are able to identify the phrasal verbs. Next, phrasal prepositions. Student, what is the phrasal prepositions? A preposition, a simple preposition is preceded with a adverb, adjective or conjunction. A simple preposition preceded with a phrasal prepositions. Phrasal prepositions. A simple preposition is combined with an adverb, adjective or conjunction. It will form phrasal prepositions. Suppose examples of phrasal prepositions. In front of. There was a big gate in front of our school. In addition to. So in addition to cricket, I am good at chess. Next, as soon as. Please give me answer as soon as possible. Please take necessary action as soon as possible. Next, in spite of. So in spite of difficulties, in spite of challenges, Nick overcome all the difficulties. So in spite of, despite, these are all some phrasal prepositions. And student, in your English reader, some words also. You are acquainted with the words also. What is the suppose in the first four passages, here some vocabulary words are there. Imagine, stretch, and before, word before. Before, after, next torso, meaning of the torso, and next small foot. So these are the words you have to observe and know the what is the antonym of the word, what is the meaning of the word, what is the specific use of the word. Because suppose the specific use of the word, Nick has a small foot on his left hip. This is the specific use of word in the given passage. You are able to write the antonym of the word before, after, yellow, disallow. So these are you have to know the meaning, opposites, vocabulary in the given passages also very important to know the vocabulary very well. Next, words often confused. Some words in the passage, some words across your passage, some words may often confuse. Suppose whole, whole. Whole means the total, whole means the entire thing is whole, and empty space is whole. The entire thing, the empty space. Whole. Some words may be confused regarding the pronunciation. So students, so by reading, by developing vocabulary knowledge, by reading words, idioms, phrasal verbs, phrasal prepositions, and words, antonyms, synonyms, these are all acquainted with the passage by understand thoroughly, then you can easily write comprehension passage questions very easily. Students, do you understand? The text comprehension, vocabulary knowledge is very important to write, to know the given comprehension passage. You can easily write comprehension passage questions in your examinations very easily. First, you have understand the passage and concentrate on characters involved and WH questions and vocabulary words. Then you are able to write the given questions for comprehension passages very easily, and you will get good marks according to the given comprehension passages in the aspect of reading comprehension. Students, I hope that you will all understood about the comprehension passages. Next, by using these four passages, I will give you one passage and I will give you some questions for your assignment work, and all of you read that passage and write the given questions answers by your own. So students, I will give you the assignment. All of you write down. Thank you so much students, and do the given assignment properly. I hope that you all understand very well. Tomorrow